Done in your world. These cards right now. Don't look at this. Look at it.
That's me. Probably wondering, how was I able to cut a promo not only for Charlotte Flair, but about Charlotte Flair? It's a pretty unique circumstances of the day, but I do want to take you guys on a ride on how that all happened. But first, we got to go through the day. How did this happen? Well, it's something called Topps Hobby Rip Night. It's something that Topps does every year. And this year, especially in my area, in the Central Florida area, it's always going to be wrestlers. Last year, it was Johnny Gargano at Big League and some other wrestlers like Tiffany Stratton. But this year, there was a whole lineup ahead, and I'm going to tell you all about that. First thing we did was wake up early because we wanted to head to Layton Sports Cards. And as we did, I'm going to show you that we met wrestlers, superstars like Alexa Bliss. She made an appearance. Lyra Valkyria made an appearance. Layton Sports Cards. And then at Game Time Cards, Joe Hendry made an appearance. And as always, the incomparable TheMattCardona and Chelsea Green. I am not going to try to say her name the way the ring announcers do it. But it was a wonderful day going all around and seeing these wrestlers and these superstars. We also had a surprise appearance by D'Angelo here, and we had the Creed brothers. So, and the main event, Charlotte Flair. But before we can get into how I cut my promo in front of her and about her, gotta show you guys what it's all about. Here's Layton Sports Cards, guys. Just want to do a quick walkthrough on Topps Hobby Rip Night, anything and everything they had for everybody. You can see their showcase and the cards that they had, their combat cards. There you can see the titles and all the wrestling cards you can want to open. What a beautiful sight. They had games for the kids. They had the PlayStation there already. They had this boxing machine to showcase these basketball and football cards. Layton Sports Cards is located in Altamonte Springs, Florida. And you can see the Topps Chrome sign, Topps Hobby Rip Night. And all these people were here waiting just to get a glimpse of Alexa Bliss. And you can see everybody was enthusiastic about it. Everybody was enthusiastic about it, just waiting for her to show up. And she finally did. Now, this wasn't an autograph appearance. This wasn't a picture appearance, photographs. This was strictly for Topps, and the wrestlers and the superstars were going to come out to promote Topps, to rip open some packs with fans. And if you were lucky and they were gracious enough, as they were, you were able to maybe get a photo op, or maybe get an autograph, and maybe get to ask a couple questions to the superstars. And you can see here Alexa Bliss showing up. And as you can see, I was blessed enough to have one of her cards signed there. Not the best signature, but then again, I'm not here to get the best signatures. I'm here for the experience. And to me, Alexa Bliss was an absolute pleasure. She was an absolute angel, taking care of the kids first and signing things for the kids, taking pictures for the kids, ripping open packs with Layton Sports Cards. and she did answer some questions.
Memories of anyone you think about against you in this first match? Anything too crazy?
My only person I've really gone against in this was Lola Rights at Royal Rumble.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Still counts. Okay. That's memorable. That is memorable. Very good, very good.
But you can see the kids out in the front just having a ball, looking at the superstar, Alexa Bliss. Then we headed on over to Game Time Cards. Now this is located in Winter Park, I believe, and if it's not, you guys can correct me. But here we went over to Game Time Cards, where they had their own lineup of superstars that were going to be there. Superstars like Carmelo Hayes, like Jacob Fatu, like Joe Hendry, TheMattCardona, Chelsea Green, Maxxine, Dupri. Here it is, Topps Rib Night 2026, and you can see just a plethora of people coming around, and you can see what they have to offer. Anything TCG, anything combat, anything football, baseball, sports, they had it here at Topps Rib Night at Game Time Cards. And you can see our first superstar that we went to see at Game Time Cards was none other than Maxxine Dupri. And I gotta say, she was awesome. She was gracious. You can tell that her confidence is really getting there with crowd work, with her promo skills, with just being comfortable talking in front of people. And she was an absolute angel. And I gotta say, the camera does not do her justice. I can say that with 100% honesty. And she was just an absolute joy to be around, and you can see her interact with the fans and talk to them.
Yes, the iconic champ.
And I did have some cards here just to see maybe I could get an autograph, but again, this was not something for autographs. This was not photo op. This was strictly marketing for Topps.
Yeah, so if you walk up this way, we have a whole hobby box of WWE Topps Pro. I'm sure you've seen some of the cards in there before. We can do either way, whatever you'd like. If you want to hand out some packs to some people, feel free, more than welcome. Grab the packs, hand them out. They can start.
We did answer a couple of questions for the kids, for fans.
And then we also have a couple fun things.
We did point them out and giving out cards to kids mostly because again, she was an absolute joy to be around, going ahead and signing for the fans, taking pictures with the fans. And I even got to ask a question.
I have a question.
Oh, yeah.
Besides yourself, who do you attribute your promo's progress and your progress in the ring to?
Ooh, this is a tough one because I've been really blessed to be trained by such awesome people. You know, at the Performance Center with Coach Bloom and Norman Smiley. Then before Chad Gable lost his mind, I was trained by him, but then he seriously went cuckoo bananas. I don't know what happened. Then Natty was starting to teach me so much, and then she also lost her mind. So that was a bummer. I also trained with Sean Spears, who we know from NXT.
and
Tyler Breeze. Now I'm not over there yet, but hey, you never know. You never know. I think it's taking little things from each person you work with. You know, it's not one person that forms you into this whole being, but taking little bits from each person.
Because I'm training under Ace Steel.
Oh, nice.
That's why. So I want to know who.
Good for you. That's awesome. Hey, there's lots of people that train under him that are fabulous.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll see you there.
All right. Thank you so much.
You never know. Of course.
Thank you.
And I was able to get signed cards from her. And you can see that one there, the second one. But we also got an appearance from the incomparable, the indie deathmatch king, TheMattCardona, and Chelsea Green. And there she is, selling the leg, selling the injury as a pure professional. They were awesome. They talked about wrestling, they talked about Disney, talked about food, clothing, what have you. Again, not a photo op opportunity, not an opportunity to autograph, but these superstars were gracious enough to take pictures and sign. And the cool thing about that is we were able to get Chelsea to sign one of her tops parallels, and we were able to get Matt to sign his newly released Tops Now card, and together, and they absolutely love this. I was able to get a double autograph to my personal Disney pass holder card. For those that don't know, they're huge Disney fans, huge amusement park fans. And another part of the story is Survivor Series 2011. I'm going to put a picture up there of that event that I was at. And the main event was The Rock and John Cena versus The Miz and R-Truth. But the crowd that night was going absolutely bonkers for TheMattCardona, who previously went by Zack Ryder. He wasn't on the card, but he did make an appearance on a match that Dolph Ziggler had for the United States Championship. He did interrupt that match at the end and gave Dolph Ziggler his finishing move, and the crowd went bananas. And this is my ticket from that event. I brought it. I told that story to him, and he was able to be gracious enough to sign the ticket. I already got it framed, and it was an absolute honor to meet him and for him to sign that. Now we get to the last card shop of the day. Big League Cards. This is where it went down with me and Charlotte Flair. Before you can see, I just want to give a nice pan out of all the fans that showed up hours before Charlotte Flair's appearance, before the Creed brothers show up. What an awesome environment that is there in Castleberry. I was able to meet a lot of new people, a lot of friends. I got a lot of encouraging words that day from young fans of wrestling to older fans. Here we have the Creed brothers.
What's going on? It's Julius Creed. It's Brutus Creed. And we are here for Tops Rip Night. We're doing pack battles of the Cactus Jack Tops pack, baby. Who can rip the better card? Let's find out.
In Orlando, baby. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And there's Alan, who recently made an appearance on Fox. Congratulations on pulling the even Longoria Charizard bat knob. Congrats, buddy.
Jade Cargill. There's championships all around in mine, baby. I gotta rock with the GOAT so far.
And there's the appearance by the mob boss himself.
Here, Tony D, great friend of Big League, world champion right here. He's going to keep these guys in line if necessary. That's right. Me boss up.
The NXT Superstars do go there a lot, but there we have the main event of the evening, Charlotte Flair. And she did take autographs for the fans, and she did answer some questions. But how did we get to the promo? So Big League was having a competition of the best wrestler impersonation. We had Ultimate War, we had the Nacho Man, I like to call him. We had Hulk Hogan, we had a little Rhea Ripley. She did awesome. But I wanted to do something that stood out. And for those that don't know, baseball was my first love. To all accounts, it probably still is, but wrestling, WWE is neck and neck. As you can see behind me, I just have autographs of different cards from Tops. Here I got a Tribal Chief over here, my favorite wrestler of all time, Shawn Michaels. And I made a decision to go as myself. And my wrestling persona are my initials, AJC. I currently live in Florida, but I am from Jersey. Jersey's area code, one of the main ones is 973. So the AJC from the 973 was the tagline. And since I do collect cards, I was going to be the one of one. And it just stuck. It worked with the promo. I used it to my advantage, and I was saying things like other people are trying to impersonate while I'm trying to be me. Just anything I can do to stick out to win that grand prize of $500 for the best wrestler impersonation. A lot of people did go into that, and you can go to Big Lee's Instagram to see all the promos that were done in that. But I am going to add mine so you can see.
Tougher. I am here right now. AJC. He says he's the man that is going number. He's number one.
AJC from the 973, the 101. You got the Macho Man over here. I don't know what he's talking about, but when you come to me, I'm number one, not number two, not number three.
But who's getting the cash, AJC? Who's getting the $500 cash today?
I'll tell you what, give that out. I'll keep
Macho
$1,000
Man,
for
where are you?
myself.
Macho Man, where are you?
The 101.
Where's
You get
the
the
Macho
Macho
Man?
Man down here.
Macho
Get
Man
Charlotte
is running
Flair
the
down here. I'll take her out to eat
Macho
tonight.
Man is running
Put her
the
to dinner. Let's
You
go. 73 here in the Hobby Rip Night for Tops. All these people are here. They're trying to impersonate someone else. I'm trying to be myself. While we have the ARP Foundation of the Macho Man, Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, long gone. They're not even here no more.
AJC, why do you think you can win?
It's not why I think I can win. I'm one of one. I'm not two. I'm not three. I'm not four. One of one. The people are laughing because they know it's true. AJC from the 973. Get him.
And I was able to get people to boo me, which is what I wanted. I didn't want to be the happy-go-lucky wrestler. I didn't want to be. I wanted to see what it felt like to hold people's emotions in my hands, to make them boo me. And I got it. Out of the couple of people who did impersonate a wrestler, Big League had to pick 5. And 5, they picked good. And since I was the one of one, I went first. And I was able to make sure that I cut a promo for Charlotte Flair, but about Charlotte Flair, the event. Now, I was recording this with my camera. I wasn't the person I was with, was recording this with my camera. There is another angle, but just to show you guys how Charlotte Flair's reaction was when I was able to cut the promo for
Done in your world. All these cards right now. Don't look at me. Look at me. I respect everything you've done in your world, but let me tell you something. You're in my world with all these cards right now. Don't look at me. Look at me. I respect everything you've done in your world, but you're the 15-time champ. That means you lost it more than 13 times.
But I always find that
I
out,
am
baby.
the one of one in this industry, and if you want to get against AJC, come on to Top's Rip Night in Big League.
All right, keep them in mind. Keep in mind that's number one. All right, next up you have.
So, and all in all, it was a great experience. For those that don't know, again, wrestling is one of my first loves. You can see it here. I did go to about 2 schools to try to hone the craft, one being CCW led by Gangrel, the other being the Foundation Pro Wrestling led by the pro Ace Steel. And I wanted to go back. I had a couple health issues that I'm still resolving, and I'm gonna be back with that. And this was the confidence that I needed to know that not only can I cut a promo, but I can do it in front of one of the best, Charlotte Flair. But at the end, I want to thank Topps Hobby Rip Night for everything that they did. I took a picture with some of the people in charge because they saw me everywhere, and they became fans of AJC. And it was a surreal experience having people saying, once you make it, we want to get your action figures, and you sign this for me. And it was surreal, but it was fun. Again, we want to thank Layton Sports. We want to thank Big League. We want to thank Game Time Cards. And we want to thank Topps for pulling off a great Topps Hobby Rip Night. And for those that don't know, I am AJC from the 973, the 1 of 1. And if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. We do cards opening of wrestling, baseball, football, what have you. And I will see you guys in the next one. In Charlotte, I'll see you down the road. 1 of 1.